Hey, welcome to Beyond the Pole. We are on 106.3 RochesterFreeRadio.com every Thursday from 10 o'clock until 12. And you can subscribe to us and check out all our new and updated podcasts. We have to remove the music because of copyright infringement laws, but we are on YouTube as Beyond the Pole with Katrina Lee. So we have a lot of our past shows. If you haven't heard all of them, there's some classics. Some got lost in transition from different producers at the station and some conflict, but that kind of stinks. We lost a Jenna Hayes one and some other bigger porn stars, but you know it. We'll do it again at some point, and we have other new guests, and just keep rolling. So I am excited. I might be the only one here today. Things don't always go as planned, so whatever. I had a lot going on, and good and bad, and things are going pretty good today, so I can't complain. My friend who is at Bad Drip, they have a reptile zoo and all these animals in their building, and the guy goes to schools and fairs and has the animals and does demonstrations and libraries, and they just got a new two baby cows, little goats, I mean, not baby cows. And they also got a pig, a little mini pig, and it's absolutely adorable. So I'm actually going over there because I help promote Alchemy hair products. And I meet with owner Frank over there also. And I get to play with the new animals. So I get to get piggy kisses. I always wanted to get a little pig, so it was on my list last year that if the Bills made the playoffs, that's what I was going to get in the bet. And then we all know that didn't pan out quite as expected, but it's probably, a reason why it didn't happen. Usually everything that happens, there's a reason. So, I'm not sure if Oz's going to be here. I guess he's really excited since it's a big deal. I'm not sure all the details or really what it entails, so I don't want to repeat it over the radio. But thinking that he's not making it, that he's celebrating and partying his brains out, which is good. Teach their own. So party on, Oz. Enjoy yourself. I know he's at 1, so it sounds like that's where the party's at, and to go celebrate with him. I have been working at Playmates pretty much now Tuesdays. I used to work every Wednesday, but Tuesday seems to be the better day. And I'm going to be at Tally Ho this weekend in Rochester. I will be there on Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. So if you want to meet me, come check me out. That's where I'll be. I have a lot of pictures, and then I had people ask me, especially because it's a big trend right now at Playmates, that a lot of the girls and the dancers who work there decided to sign up for that premium Snapchat. And I mean, it's really cheap, so that's probably going to blow up in their face for some reason eventually. But I'm not sure. But I have a website you can sign up and join, and I've been in over 100 adult magazines. I use my real name. I can't really take it back, but nothing of my pictures were too, intense. So it was kind of like pin-up and more tasteful ones and costumes. But I'm thekatrinaleigh.com on the internet, and you can sign up on it. And I'm going to be adding a ton of new pictures that I just took for Rochester Erotic Arts Festival Reef. It's called, and I'm really excited. It's a big event they have in Rochester every year, and it's a couple days of just kink and fun and all different photographers, and they have art contests, and Dan Olek won the one year. I mean, he's like an amazing photographer, and I work with him, and he just knows how to capture me and several girls in the area. And I had pictures from him in a hardcover art book called Contemporary Pinup Photography by Tom Denlick, Denlick, and you can get it on Amazon. And I mean, it's even used where it's only hardcover now at this point, $10. Came out a couple years ago, but I mean, if you run into me, I'll sign it. It's pretty neat. It's gorgeous, gorgeous girls, and I mean, it's something that I was proud to actually give to my mother and show everyone, because I'm covered anyways. But I mean, just to be included in that book was just spectacular. And something I'm super proud of. And Dan's got me in a lot of places, including Hustler magazine, some of the photos. I've also been in the Museum of Sex. There's a picture of my vagina. Then it's like an apple, and my vagina was superimposed into the core of it. So that's going to be added onto the website tomorrow. So it'll be on thekatrinaleigh.com, which is me. You can find me on Facebook. I'm Katrina Lee. I'm also Katrina Lee, but that's more my rehab page that's on helping fight and stop the heroin and opioid addiction and all different things dealing with the bridge and the walk-in rehab clinic. So I don't know. Check us out. We are Beyond the Pole, and we are on every Thursday from 10 till midnight. And we're going to do a quick song break, and we shall return with Dawn and our sex story of the week. Welcome back, right Beyond the Pole. I'm Katrina Lee, and I think I am the only host in the building for today, which is okay because next week we have the return of Bailey. It's been a while, so I'm excited to have him on. He's got a new event coming up, and he's going to probably refresh everyone about the Stag Company and lots of fun. So we have Dawn on the phone right now, and she's from Foreplay Buzz. We're going to hear about the toy and maybe some exciting news going on with her charity and things or whatever going on in your life.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Charity's going good. We're looking for Easter baskets that are already made up. I am not the Easter bunny, so if you're going to donate one, please make sure it's put together. For children in need, I like to give them to low-income local schools. So right now we're doing the Easter basket drive, which is nice. I think last year we had hundreds and hundreds of them, so it was really nice to see that many people come together. And I think it's cute. It's a great activity to do with a child and teach them about paying it forward instead of just paying mouth service. You know, be a nice person. This is actually showing them how to be a good person.
Yeah.
So we're doing the Easter baskets, and after that I go into prom season. So any formal gowns you have in your closet, I want. I see you always wear, like, cocktail dresses. I could take those, too.
Yeah, mine are all cocktail dresses, not gowns.
Anything you don't want that wasn't stolen.
Right? I know, right? Like, it was so crazy. Like, the stuff she stole, I was just like, gosh. And, you know, she stole my Spectrum cable box because that's worth a lot of money. Like, you can do a lot with my stolen Spectrum cable box.
She took your sneakers, dude.
My sneakers, a whole bunch of stuff. Jewelry, I mean, things that made sense, but like my underwear. And she tried stealing like an old stripper outfit that was like in a bin of like ones that were vintage that I haven't worn and that are like almost like 18 years old. I was like, that's bizarre. And I used it for a photo shoot in like 2004, and she tried stealing that.
I thought the weirdest thing was the sneakers. Like, who steals someone else's sneakers? Like, your feet were in there. That's weird.
Yeah, but mine are, I'm like neurotic, so I have over 100 pairs of sneakers, and they're all different colors, and they're all lined up together. And so they're really in like mint condition.
Oh, so yeah. Okay, well, that's why then. Okay.
That's why it was easy to see what was missing pretty quickly. I was like, oh, my Adidas, this one's missing, this one. So I actually have 42 pairs of Converse sneakers in different colors.
Oh, my God. I used to dress my babies in them. I used to love them when they were little. I had every color under the rainbow for both kids. They were so cute.
Yep. I have it pretty much the same as adults, so.
Yeah, I have a couple of the adult pairs, too. I have them. So we're doing the charity thing, of course. We're always doing that. So
is there stuff you recommend for us to put in the basket? You're saying set it up, but is there like a standard amount we should, or?
The Easter baskets I ask you just to have fun with. You could do coloring books, crayons, markers, candy, toothbrushes would be nice if you're donating candy.
Yeah.
Throw a toothbrush in there. The parents will appreciate it. But a lot of parents, what did I get last year? I got slime. That's a huge.
That's cool.
Kids love that stuff. Slime. What was the other thing? Water guns. We got just whatever you. Nerf guns. Some people put in the basket.
Yeah.
And you can even get them on Amazon, really cheap, and you could ship them to my P.O. Box 569 Alma, New York 14059.
Okay.
And if you want to just put attention for Play Buzz, I'll make sure they get to the kids. But yeah, you could buy them on Amazon for like $10 each and just ship them direct to me. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to.
Oh, perfect.
Or it's just something fun to do at the dollar store. It's not a real expensive thing to do, but it is.
So you should try to stick with like $10 baskets, or I mean, I know nowadays there's so much corporate greed that it turned into like almost an extra Christmas. And I see my friends get like outrageous amounts, like PlayStations and brand new TVs and stuff. So I mean, I know it's not that level, but
we're talking poor schools, girl. Like whatever you give is very, 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 very appreciated, but nothing like. No way, do not give me a PlayStation or anything stupid. Like, these are just normal kids. Like, remember when we were kids, like, markers before we had
it was simple. It's just amazing. That's what I mean with greed nowadays. I look at what they're giving their kids, and I'm like, that's amazing. I'm like, we used to get, like, books and maybe some new socks.
These are, I'm trying to collect for preschool, kindergarten, first, and second grade.
Okay.
So there's 4 classes I'm trying to get through the school system done. where they really truly believe in the Easter Bunny, and I think it's devastating if he
Yeah.
doesn't show. So if you just give me something, like I think maximum on any Easter basket would be $20.
Okay.
Personally, I wouldn't go above that. I mean, and again, you can go to the dollar store and have a lot of fun. For $20, you can make a banging basket for
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah.
But again, Amazon has them for 10. You can ship them right to me if you don't want to screw
Yeah,
around with
I didn't
that.
even know that. I gotta start looking at Amazon. I mean, I use it for Alexa, but I mean, nothing else really.
Yeah, it's really cool. I didn't really realize how many Easter baskets were on Amazon, but they're pre-wrapped, ready to go. Like some people are sending me basketballs and Easter baskets that Amazon has,
Yeah.
so you can do it for boys or girls. So I thought it was cute, like kind of like you're saying with the Christmas thing, but not expensive. Like there was a Barbie doll in there, basketballs, just nice stuff. So
Yeah.
anything like that, and I'll do that right up to the week of Easter. I have to get it to them right before a week before Easter because school's closed, maybe for the long holidays. So I don't want to miss it.
Okay.
And then with the business right now, for Play Buzz, we went national in July. We are now in 27 states with over 100 consultants. And
Congratulations.
July 1st will be my, thank you, I'm super excited. July 1st will be my second year going national, and I'm looking for my next batch of investors. And what I did was every year, I'm going to get different investors to pay for the advertising. And the reason I'm doing this is giving back to the community. These people have all supported me. You guys have all shopped on my website. You've all had parties. So what I wanted to do is give you a chance to make money off a local company. So I give investment opportunities. And if you'd like to see them, you can go right to my website, forplaybuzz.com, and there's an investors tab, and I will sit down and I'll go over the books with you and everything else and tell you what we've accomplished and where we're going. My goal right now is within the first 10 years to have $158 million to be the only adult toy company in America. And I'm going strong right now. I mean, who would have thought in 8 months that I could tackle 27 states? We are definitely unique. We're about 100 years younger than the competition. We allow men where they don't. We are LGBTQ friendly. They don't hire men, so they don't hire transgender or gay men. Anything with the men they don't do. And we sell American-made lotions and potions. We have warranties on our product. We train. We're actually bringing sex back to the living room. I want to really celebrate our sexuality and not hide it in a bedroom or be embarrassed by it. So with my company, the girls and men work for me, and they're making great money doing these home parties, and it's really a great way to stay at home with your kids and be a part of your family and make your own schedule or take vacations based on what you like to do. And I give them that opportunity with training and everything. So right now I'm in the process of getting more investors and consultants and just really taking America by storm.
Yeah.
So that's not my story, but right now the toy of the week, I would like to do the Buzz Bomb penis ring. It's really nice. Again, I cannot stress how important it is for men to wear penis rings, or there's another word for it. I just don't want to say it on the air.
Yeah.
But the reason I say this is because 98% of women are only coming from the clit during sex. So that means that you can have it upside down, backwards, in a Volkswagen, and if you don't touch her clit with the 8,000 nerve endings, she is not going to orgasm. And the guarantee with the penis ring is they vibrate. Some of them vibrate. The one I like, the one I use, the one I always use, always vibrates because women need vibration. But it's guaranteed to get her off because no matter where she goes during the night, her clitoris follows. So I'm a huge, huge advocate of men wearing them because it does give them about a half inch to an inch on their penis size because it pulls down the skin. It also makes them last a little bit longer, and the woman gets the orgasm. So it's win, win, win. I can't see a negative to any of the penis rings I have on the website. And again, the website is foreplaybuzz.com, and they range from $24 to $59. And the $59 one has a warranty and a remote control. So if you're out at the bar or the strip club, that's a lot of fun to use.
Right?
You can mess with them all night long. So that's pretty much what's going on with my business right now. How are you? How are you doing with the bridge?
We're getting there. I have a lot more people interested, and I've been going around and showing to Genesee County, which wasn't on our list prior. I was more concentrating on Monroe County and Erie County. So I met up with actually one of the head people from the opioid task force today, and we're talking about expanding the walk-in clinics like they have Gates Recovery, which I'm involved with, and Dave, one of our former producers, helped organize and start, and then Randy, who's on Two Guys and a Girl on Sunday, which is the radio show I started, which gave me my own show from it, which is on Sundays at Sober Radio, are the ones behind it. And I'm opening them in Western New York in Erie County, and I'm putting one in Holland to start with. So then the doctors, we're at Gates Recovery. Once we get the doctors set up, we're going to be sitting there and monitoring the clients before they go on the bridge, because they have to stay sober for 18 to 24 hours. 24 hours is Suboxone. So 18 is heroin. Because when you're in, you need to be full withdrawal and all the symptoms. And Suboxone's harder to actually detox off of, and it takes longer for all the symptoms. And it takes longer, and you have to wait longer before you can go on anything. Really, it's kind of crazy. So Suboxone's rough. A lot of people think it's good.
United States with it?
What?
Are you going to go across the United States?
Yeah, the entire United States. And no, we have the distribution rights for the whole United States of America.
Because I was going to say, wouldn't you want to go like to our highest drug populations? Because I'm always watching on YouTube, like, Skid Row in California has so many thousands of people that are homeless on drugs.
They don't. California is more meth. It's not actually heroin as much. And if you look at the heroin maps and Google it, I shared one at one point on our show page. It's actually Florida is the one with the highest concentration, and that's where I was going back and forth to Florida and expanding it. And that's why I went down with Michael Lohan, and I'll be going back down actually and seeing Michael again. He's a great guy and a great influence, as Lindsay Lohan's dad. But he's like a minister now, and he works in the rehab clinics and shuts down shady places, and he's very involved with politics.
So is the bridge only for heroin? I'm not really
It's for opioids, so opioids, heroin, and Suboxone.
Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't work for cocaine or alcohol. I mean, if it worked for alcohol, prior I'd be just slugging them back and just walking around with the bridge 24 hours a day slapped on my head. But, I feel great, who cares? Does it affect me? I'm completely sober, too, now. And I can just pound down these drinks.
How's your shin?
I'm healing. The hole is sealed. And it's just ugly and still swollen, and it hurts, but nothing where it used to be. So modern science is amazing.
So you don't need surgery or anything right now?
I already had it. They sealed it.
All right, so you're good to go.
Yeah, so I'm good. It's been a while. So I wouldn't get in any water right now or go to Splash Lagoon and take the risk of getting another staph infection from germy areas or, salt water burning it or God knows what. But we're getting there.
Yeah.
Maybe in a couple months I'll be able to.
All right, well, I got to come see you soon. I miss you guys.
Yes, and I'm getting your lube
on
tomorrow, so it'll be fun. So we'll think of you.
All right, honey. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. All right, bye. Well, thanks. That was Dawn from foreplaybuzz.com. And it's great because she's from Elma and I'm from Elma in the same area. So I guess some of the area's most perverted individuals connected. And we're from the same hometown. So pretty cool. Actually, more Easter for me.
Something in the water there.
Something out there. We're all nuts and, we like to have sex. Lots of sex and play with toys. So when we can't get the real thing, we can at least take care of ourselves. So, yay. We're going to cut into a song break. And we shall be back. Hey, welcome back. We're on the Pole Radio. I'm Katrina Lee. And we are here on this wonderful Thursday night. Oz is out celebrating. Signed some big contract. And he's enjoying himself right now and not here. But actually, speaking about that, next week we have Bailey, who is one of our original co-hosts, who pops in and out. And we haven't had him on in a long time because he was so busy with his stags. But we still have always remained friendly. So I'm excited. He's going to be on next week and talking about some of his new ventures. And stag season's going to be upcoming. And there's not really a lot of guys out there. So he's the one, ladies, that if you need to book, you got to go to Paul Bailey. And he's on Facebook. So check him out. there's a lot of steak places starting to hire and getting ready for that popular time of year. I was just talking to Joseph, and he's the owner of Frisky Kitties in Buffalo, and he's looking for the elite type girls that he will work with who are responsible, show up on time, are ready for the events, like to entertain, are fun, just a good time, obviously in shape, and they can train if you never danced before, but ideally more seasoned girls who know how to entertain are a little better at this point because it's going to be a very busy steak season this year. Lots and lots of weddings. So, great times. I used to have a steak company, Cat's Meow Entertainment Incorporated. It's still on Facebook as Cat's Meow Steaks and then Cat's Meow Entertainment. But I'm going to eventually switch it over to one of the other companies. It was such a pain. It was like I wanted to make a difference, and it was before it became a thing. And I was the second one who ever did it. Daryl from No Limit was one of the first people who started a steak company. But he took so much money from the girls initially in the beginning, and they weren't as competitive as they are nowadays with other companies involved or girls being able to do it their own over Facebook or on the internet. But he would take a lot out, and like the girls would get like $25-50, and they'd have to pay for their photos, and it was like really expensive. And I was like, that doesn't seem right. And I wanted to make mine like an agency to help the girls out because I had my adult stores anyway, so it didn't matter. So I'm like, it's simple. The guys can come into the club, they can pay me right there with the deposit. We'll organize it, but it was so hard. A lot of the girls didn't show up on time. They were unreliable. It was just a challenge. I definitely don't want to do that again. Plus, like, you want to answer the phone yourself because I know how to do the job the best, and I know all the girls, and I know who to set up with and who's going to be willing to do what and what type of domain or part of the city. Like, I'm spread out from Erie, Pennsylvania to Syracuse. I'm in a lot of areas that other state companies don't really venture off to. That I have girls who are local, so they're not going to charge you like, hand and foot to for gas or because it's going a distance because you're in an area that's not popular like Byron or Batavia. Because if you contact me or even on my Facebook, I can connect you with a lot of girls from Playmates, and I have an adult store inside there. It's small. I'm adding a lot more merchandise. There's a lot of toys. Playmates has a triple X cabaret license, so the girls can do live sex shows on stage. Not actually have sex with men, but they can play with each other. They can do dildo shows. They can use vibrators and different toys, like butt plugs, and it's okay. So I have a lot of toys because the girls buy them. Customers buy them because they want to watch the girls on the stage. But the girls in the back room dances are not allowed to do that. So there is a difference, but it's still fun. It's 18 and over. It's full nude. Everyone's really nice. They have shower shows. It's just a really laid back club. A lot of the girls are from the country and they only worked at that club. And it's very female orientated and like family friendly with pig roasts and all different events. And we all genuinely get along. And honestly, if you don't get along with us, pretty much we chase you out so you don't last very long there anyways. But no, it's a great place. So I was just hanging out with Ariana from over there yesterday. So I went out to Leroy and we had a great time venturing around the town. And she wants to do a call-in next week and go on the radio show, which would be pretty cool. And she knows Bailey. He always talks to her. She's actually talking about going on for it. So we'll see because there'll be a lot going on because Zeus is going to be here in the house again, the therapy dog, and Bailey. And Oz should be here. I'm hoping to have Justin in and we'll have Dawn on the phone. I don't believe she will be in. But it's all coming, so happy Thursday.
Next week's show should be jam-packed.
Yeah, I'm excited. So I had all these notebooks of stuff and plans on things I could talk about if like a guest didn't show up and a backup plan. But I could talk about almost anything anytime, really. But I had like healthy ideas on dealing with like borders and depression and topics that affect others that I could throw in because I try to make the show life hab. And I was stolen. So I learned my lesson on helping people. So you got to learn another thing I've always had issues with is boundaries. You have to learn, like, you got to step back. So if an individual is you're too nice, like you get taken advantage of. And then other people who are negative and are bad influences are going to see that they can take advantage of you, and you're going to attract the wrong type of people in your life. So you have to have healthy boundaries and borders, or honestly, like your life's going to be rough. And I have problems with that, and kind of bit me in the butt. This week I was robbed. I lost a lot, and I lost some of my favorite things. And this girl is really smart. She went through every like drawer and everywhere you possibly could, in every pocket, and she pulled out my ID, my credit card. She stole my mail, which had money orders. So I had to go to the post office, pay $6.15, and cancel it, or do a money order inquiry, in which you get a letter in the mail saying that you got to wait 60 days for it. So it messed up my whole lawyer money for the case from my car accident upcoming, and just a whole bunch of stuff. Just a pain in the butt. And just a nuisance. So I couldn't go to Tampa where I should be, because I couldn't get on a plane because I didn't have ID, and I didn't have a debit card, which I finally got one yesterday, but I don't have my credit card yet. So we're slowly getting there, little by little, but almost. Yeah, it stinks getting robbed, and then you just don't know who to trust. You just feel violated. So it was a very rough week for me. Honestly, I was very depressed, and I sat around and it was really hard to get out of the bed. Like, it was so easy just to sleep and watch TV and just kind of lay around. And I mean, it was easy to justify, because who wants to go around when they don't have their paychecks or cash on them, and then they don't have debit cards or anything, so you don't have a backup plan or anything if something happens. And I didn't have ID, so I couldn't even go to the bank to pull any money out. So, I mean, luckily, those are the times that you're like, at least I'm not that old, and I'm able to dance and make some extra cash really quick. So, thanks to Playmates, that I was able to pop up, and it was 2 solid days of money making. So I had a great time on Tuesday with my friends, and on Wednesday I saw a lot of people, and we went out and did like a poker tournament thingy. It was kind of cool, Leroy area. And yeah, like things are great. I am going to be at Tally Ho this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have a lot upcoming on this show, and we're going to start more sections of different programs and ideas. So I want to do the Freak of the Week, because I love reading all these crazy articles on Facebook and finding different sexual fetishes and people who do different things. So I guess the Freak of the Week is this new trend that's coming out, that women are putting parsley in their vaginas. And it doesn't stop anything. I guess it brings on your period earlier and potential miscarriages, where it can create problems for your lady parts. So it's highly advised not to put parsley inside your vagina.
Don't eat parsley anyways. Usually it's just dressing, So,
yeah. So, I mean, yet alone, I don't understand why people be doing it, but it was in Cosmo magazine. And then it was shared on multiple legit sites, because I double-checked to make sure it was real news, and I wasn't repeating crazy things. So, kind of wild. So, the freaks of the week are the ones who actually stick parsley in their vagina. So.
We're going to do some kind of contests and stuff, too, where we have prizes and stuff, like free entry into a club or something like that. Hopefully, pretty soon.
Yeah, and then so we have also, if you subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, we have prizes also for you from Foreplay, from my company Cat's Meow, from Playmates, from all over. A bunch of our sponsors are people on the show, Bad Drip. We got lots of t-shirts and all different crazy stuff to mail out. So if you subscribe, we're going to pick a random subscriber, and we will inbox you and let you know, and you get a surprise gift. We can mail it, or you can pick it up at the station. But we are Beyond the Pole Radio. It's 106.3 WRFC-LP Rochester, RochesterFreeRadio.com. If you go on this site, they have all different listings of the shows on there. It's community radio, so feel free to donate to them and say that you're supporting Beyond the Pole. Even be it $5, you can get hats and t-shirts, or just support it, because it keeps shows like this going on. They pay for the equipment, and we don't have a lot of sponsors. I mean, the station as a whole doesn't. It's community radio, so that's what keeps it where you have freedom of speech. You can talk about what you want, and you're not being controlled, and that's why there's so many unique shows on this channel. I mean, it's amazing. So, I mean, feel free to help them out. They really don't have many fundraisers. fundraisers going on here. So it's all like, helped out by supporters like you. And we're going to have some different things going on where if you donate, we're going to have an auction and we're going to have it at the station where you can come up and you can meet us, and we'll have some basket raffles going on, and we're going to start celebrating some cool miles that we surpass in the radio show with different guests, or celebrate like a year and a half, 2 years. Actually, 2 years, 2.5 years will be not far away.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah.
And then I'll help the station too. So check us out, 106.3 Rochester Free Radio every Thursday. Hey, welcome back. We're Beyond the Pole. I'm your host, Katrina Lee. You've seen me at a lot of different things, and I'm excited to be announcing even more came out on the docket. So I have been doing a lot of movie and TV, and years ago, one of the first things I ever did in 2013 was I went on the Jerry Springer show. It was awesome. It was one of the times of my life. Everyone found out eventually that it was fake. They took it off the air. It was real quiet that they removed it, but they're redoing it, and it's going to be playing replays of the older ones on the CW station. And so they have a new show coming out, and it's called Judge Jerry. So it's Judge Jerry Springer, like Judge Judy, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. So I actually got contacted by them. I used to get paid to be a Jerry Springer recruiter, and every girl that I sent on to the show, I got paid money for referring them, which was awesome. And after I went on, there was over like 30 dancers, because I know so many people spread out from Erie, Pennsylvania to Buffalo to Rochester to Syracuse to Cleveland, Ohio, even Tampa. So, and I just keep building more and more onto my list of friends because I'm a genuinely nice person. So I tend to get along with a lot of girls and kind of do the right thing. Like I have etiquette, and I know like you buy me a drink, I buy you a drink back. Like we all treat each other with respect, kind of honor amongst thieves. Never been robbed before in years, like 18 years of the adult industry and strip clubs. No one has ever stolen anything except maybe something real stupid and small that they weren't really stealing. It was like an accident. Then what happened when I was helping someone for a friend, which stinks, and getting over it slowly, but it takes a while because I have to slowly buy and replace everything. There's like a court case involved now. I have to deal with like other stupid topics and filing homeowners insurance and blah, 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 blah. Just absolutely wonderful. So, it's been a rough week. I've been starting to force myself to go through the motions because I really didn't accomplish anything until Tuesday, and I like dragged myself into Playmates, and then I actually did really well. So I want to thank you to a couple of guys who actually listened to this radio show. So they came in to see me, and not because anyone knew I was going to be there, but I guess my ad was up on their Instagram page for Playmates. So I should actually make sure I show up when they put me in the ad if people are actually coming and looking for me, and start to be a little more responsible. But I had a lot going on in my life the past month. Speaking of different things, the bridge is going great. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about the expansion of the walk-in rehab clinics. I'm excited that I'm going to be up in Rochester pretty much this whole weekend working on the walk-in rehab clinics, getting some stuff done, checking out Two Guys and a Girl on Sunday, and coming and talking about the bridge and seeing the ladies at Be the Change and helping them out, and meeting up with Rocco and talking about the Memorial Garden. So Cindy, who was on our show for a little bit, she wasn't really on our show. She was actually one of the producers, and she works in the station. She's on the chairman's board. She helped teach us how to use the board so that we could, better operate it after our producer left and jumped ship.
Couldn't have done it without her. It was awesome.
Yeah, and she was great, and she does carving. So she's helping with the Evergreen Memorial. So we're going to have tiles that we're going to put people's names on who passed away because of the opioid epidemic, and we're going to line it up really nice around the garden, and it's going to be a little more artsy because the thing is everyone is kind of doing their own thing and sticking trees wherever they felt, and there's no flow. So there's going to be a committee, and it's going to be more coordinated and smoother. So I'm really excited to be involved with such a great cause. My friend Rocco, when he first had his radio show on the air over on this station, it was on Wednesdays. before Roxy Love. And yeah, that was nuts too. But he was there, and he just was just sad. His son passed away because of heroin, and then he lost another son. So he lost two sons due to the opioid epidemic, which
Now
is really tragic.
he's got a benefit coming up at Pineapple Jack's the 31st. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, a little bit. It's a part for raising money for the Evergreen Memorial.
Yeah.
So, and he was urging on his Facebook yesterday that if you even don't have the money, it's okay. Like, just come and show support. I know there's a lot of letdown. Yesterday was Black Balloon Day, but it was also Ash Wednesday. And a lot going on, and it just came so fast this year. I don't know. I guess, it's such a blur that I just wasn't paying attention to Easter coming or like Mardi Gras. So when everybody was talking about it on Tuesday, I was like, Mardi Gras? I had no idea, but we didn't really celebrate in the strip clubs. They didn't decorate it for Playmates in Byron, Batavia area. They decorate for every holiday, like over the top. So you'd think there'd be beads all over and like masks and things taped onto the mirrors, and there was nothing. So kind of slid by, and then all the chaos that occurred kind of was another horrifying blur. But we are getting together, and the best part, I guess, about losing everything is eventually I'll get a homeowner's check. I'll probably never get anything from her because she's a crack addict. It was actually confirmed by multiple people, and has no money, and so there's no point to expect a homeless drug addict is actually going to give me my items back or have the money to replace it, since she hasn't worked in years and years. And I hope she gets in mental health therapy court, and that they monitor her, because she kept begging me before this all happened for mental health help. And I was going to help her legit the next day. I was going to set her up in Bryland, and they have a chemical dependency, and they have mental health across this hall. And I thought it'd be great. And then they even have inpatient for both mental health and chemical dependency. And I thought she could get everything taken care of. And I was literally helping relocate her, and she was sober. Then, oops, surprise to me, but I lost quite a bit. And all pretty much brand new things. So that kind of stunk. But the best part is I get to get all brand new things. So that's okay. And I caught and managed to save a couple things that could have been scary that like vacated the building. And luckily she didn't understand the value of some things, and like some stuff was hidden, thank goodness. So I lucked out on that. But yeah, it was pretty wild. So I learned my lesson. I'm never gonna bring people I don't know into my home. And late at night at 2-3 in the morning, and especially if they're down and out and you don't know what they have to do, because sometimes they just don't care. They care about their survival.
You can help without being so personal with it and helping them out. You can do other ways,
I regret it was just late, and I was like, I don't know, I can't set her up for the hotel. Then I was like, he asked for 400. I didn't have it, but technically she did get the 400. She got way more than that, but she took the secret money that I'm not willing to tell people I have, and everything that, like, in case of an emergency or I get pulled over or
buying you a gift. Before it was like,
it was a game. It was kind of disturbing.
Yeah, I don't know how to think about it all. It's just sad it happened.
Yeah, it does stink. So, just complete letdown. But I don't know. I'm seeing all these Michael Jackson posts again. I'm not even sure what's going on.
Well, they had an interview on TV about his molestation of the kids, and they had the people on there and some new information, I guess. And it's a actual show, and all the families reacting at it. And that's so there's probably memes and everything else on there. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just seeing nonstop now, and I'm like, it's been a really long time, and it's not like the anniversary of his death or anything. And then I think it's with this whole R. Kelly thing, and I don't know, like, I read one article, it just seemed like there's a lot of child abusers lately around this area. It was popping up like insane today. There was this guy out in Livingston County, not far from here, and he was beating a 3-month-old. and cracked the ribs and stuff.
That's so sad.
And they just got him. And then, like, I think because I read it, all these other, like, really sad, like, child abuse stories, like, I think they were in Kentucky and they, like, killed the girl and she was, like, living in a cage with her brother and stuff. And I was like, whoa. It's just a whole bunch. I was like, this is really just depressing. But, I mean, if you can't handle your kids and you don't want them, there's lots of other people who love them. And you can put them up for adoption if it's really that bad. I mean, you're not stuck with them.
So back to that Kelly thing. He was he's a rapper or a singer or a pop artist or something.
Or Kelly, he's a rapper.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's old,
he has these girls that live with him and
his hoes.
Couple, yeah. It's like, I don't know.
He was the one who was like, I think, peeing on people years ago.
Yeah, he crying on there saying he's innocent and everything. I don't know.
Well, he's saying he wants, like, I don't know. I kind of saw some of the Facebook article, but like it's a relationship with his daughters, and he can't get that because of all this judgment, and that his ex ran his name down the ground. And he had to go to jail because of child support, but he can't like make money like he used to. So it's not even a ton; it's like 100, I think,
150 or something. Yeah,
but I mean, for a rapper, that's really not that much. That's like one show. So the problem is he can't make it up because she's making him out like this, like, child molester and a freak who, like, urinates on people and all this. So who wants to see him? That's the problem.
The girls that are with him are only like 20, 21 years old too.
Well, at least they're of age.
Yeah, but he's older, so yeah, it's true. I'm not going to talk.
I mean, if you were rich and obviously you're a sexual freak and girls throw themselves, I guess, at you. I mean. Yeah. Not saying necessarily you would take advantage of it. There's a lot of guys who would. I mean, I was offered to work in a modeling agency in which I'm going to get $2,500 for under 5 hours of work. I get more if I stay overnight. Yeah. Be the job permits it, and I'm needed. And then I get to meet high executives
in
the modeling, television industry, and music CMT awards. They said CMT, Country Music Television, Country Music Awards, the CMAs. They had, like every like Oscars, all these award shows listed. And it's my chance that I can become really big in the industry myself and get somewhere. And they don't necessarily hire models, but they look for model types. And I was referred to by my friend.
Oh, really?
I'm curious what friend. There's like 7 Britneys.
Oh, I thought it was just random. You know somebody who referred you?
No, I was referred.
Oh, wow. So this could be real? Come on.
This is real.
Oh, I didn't know it was.
No, I'm not kidding.
I thought it was real. like a way to get,
No, it says Katrina. My name's right on there. No, it says you were referred to us by our sister studios and our friend over there, Brittany. Wow. We were told you might have an interest in working with us. It's real. It's not a modeling position, but they look for model types.
So if you're gone for a couple of weeks, you can do a call-in from.
I can do a very elite clientele. That would be new. So I'm looking forward to having sex with celebrities.
There you go.
Country artists. Singers, I don't know, all different people who like to take attractive women out to lunch and dinners, plays, business affairs, black tie events.
Yeah.
Weird people who can't get dates.
But they got money,
But they have money. But you would think that like all these women want to use them for their money, but they would rather just pay for you to go away and not harass them.
That's right.
And as a very educated, semi-attractive female with an outgoing personality, I guess I'm in demand in this industry. So between the movies and stuff, I was deemed interest that I am going to become, I don't know, this special model figure to these elite people.
Never-ending worries with you. Oh, I would be your parent. I would be like out of my mind.
It's good money, though. I mean, it's not insulting. So, I mean, you go to other places and guys are like on Backpage and they're saying like or like whatever. Yeah. There is now $200 or something dumb, and I'm like, I'm getting offered $2,500 to not have to do anything. And just be like eye candy with celebrities at the Grammys and stuff, in gorgeous gowns, and they buy you presents.
Make other girls jealous for them, and then they want, that's all.
I was like, I can do this.
Yeah.
And I'm not that recognizable. I look very girl next door, and I like have gorgeous dresses and heels and stuff. I mean, though it wasn't stolen, but
Yeah.
But why not? I like to parade around and talk
Yes,
to
broaden
interesting
your
people.
horizons there and do that. I don't
Yeah.
know. Just don't tell me about it. I don't. wanna
It's
hear about it.
exciting, and they fly you all over. So they want girls who aren't from the area.
I can just hear the calls now.
I know, like, I don't know. I'm in Australia with like Hugh Jackman. No, I don't know.
It's a long plane ride. I don't know if you could do that.
I would for the right price.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a couple overnights.
That's overnight.
Foreign country, paying for the flight. I'll probably get like free designer clothes and jewelry. I don't know. I think it sounds like a deal. You just you get paid to shut up and not say anything. Yeah. It doesn't say anything about sex at all in that email.
The overnights pay extra is all I had to hear.
What? Overnights mean that you're partying at the nightclub, at the discotheque, and after hours clubs in Vegas where you just go 24 hours, partying. That doesn't mean overnight, having cocaine sniffed off your vagina and stuff and wild sex.
Let's talk about how you may meet the man of your life there. Solve all these other problems.
Get drunk, and get married and confusion. Or maybe I would,
Nigger.
They said I could meet the person who sets me up for my future in the business. And I mean, I guess I'm feeding for attention since I do these movies and stuff. No, I'm kidding, everyone. That's me being sarcastic. If you actually saw my face, you'd realize that.
Yeah.
Completely sarcastic. Yeah, I am intrigued about it, though, and I would like to learn more. I think I deserve to be a high-end hoe. That's a lot of money. I mean...
There you go. Be proud of that, everyone.
Right? You could get a couple maybe in a day,
Well, it's better than being a cheap hoe.
Right? Yeah. I mean, you hear these prices other girls are getting. I'm like, at least I'm offered a really good amount.
All these cash things and everything that everybody's doing. It's like
cash ads for like $25. I'm getting offered $2,500 and offered to go to expensive Mayweather boxing matches and trips all around the world and fly me out to London to meet people.
Yeah. I'm
intrigued.
No comment.
I'm intrigued. This could change my life for better or for worse. I could meet Jack the Ripper.
Sometimes Katrina just likes to say things to make other people go nuts. That
I'm
she's planning on doing something really crazy.
I'm really contemplating
I'm not sure
this
about
one.
this yet. If she's really serious.
It's an elite dating site.
Yeah, it's better. It's better than doing the dating sites and you go there and you got, what do they call that when you go there and it isn't nothing like their picture and it's
catfish.
Oh yeah, catfish.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be being catfished. I'd be already picked through a catalog, a product for sale, and then shipped down to them. And then get
some of Dan Olick's pictures on there. It'd be awesome.
I will.
He is the
best. They
best.
already seen it.
Dan is the man.
It's someone somehow linked to my Facebook who gave them pictures of me, who knew my phone number and my email, referred me. Someone who legit knows me.
Yep.
And Brittany could be a fake stripper porn star name that on the site that's not real.
It said ... Brittany.
I don't think it's my eyelash girl. I just don't.
She does good
eyelashes.
eyelashes.
I don't think she would do that. No, this is a different one. She is the one who is pregnant, and then I haven't been able to see her. But her baby's gorgeous. But yeah, so I don't think she would do that. Just try to pimp me out. And she's not really an escort. I mean, she just had a baby, so I don't think she was running around. But it is interesting. So
yeah. Oh, I read the whole article. It was pretty descriptive.
Like a decent job. I mean, I get pleasured. I give pleasure. I dress fancy. I go to elite dinners and functions, and then I get pounded and enjoy myself, and I get paid, and then I don't get bothered by them. Yeah. So
is there a high end
you probably
Craigslist?
Get drugs and alcohol and all this stuff. Right?
Yeah, drugs.
Anything.
Drugs.
You probably get the best of the best. Even hotel rooms and all that.
Get you a new car.
Yeah.
That's
nothing when you're a billionaire.
That's right. Pass them out like candy.
I mean, look at this. If Kraft was going to cheap Asian massage parlors in Florida, who would go to this?
This guy's got all the money in the world. What is he doing in a rub and tug?
I know, and a cheap one.
He should be
crap one in a plaza.
He should be receiving what this article that you're reading out of.
He should be part of what I'm going to. It was offered to.
I don't get it.
getting high-end elite escorts that they recruit from different areas all over the country because people like their personality because they have radio shows or in TV or they're models in Hustler magazine or
Yeah.
I don't know, the charity
He'd probably
queens.
get
I
caught
like to
doing
think I'm a good person and that's why people like me too, which I mean I know helps, but I mean he could easily call me over there and I wouldn't have said anything. He wants to give me like 10,000, whatever, you know. Buy me a car.
Come hang with me. I got $20. That's all I'm gonna
right,
do.
like cop style. That's Lyle Ave, like what happened last 2 weeks ago. So we recovered from that show, luckily.
What's
but
that? Oh, the Lyle
ironically,
Ave.
like
Oh, yeah.
within 1 week, I never had an incident with a crackhead in my life, and I had 2 crackhead incidences within 1 week. So I started to feel like I was jinxed because most of the people in my generation age group are heroin addicts, and so I lost a lot of my friends to heroin and opioids. So that's what I usually work with. So crack is new to me.
Yeah, you know that having her in here and the police and the fire trucks and all
Fire
that was like
alarm and
unbelievable.
Everyone in the station, it affected
And
us,
then-
and they had
yeah.
to change the number.
And then we had a little drama here in the station. I won't talk about. But then your thing in your house, it like trumped it all. It's like
It
I
trumped it
forgot
all.
about all the rest.
I
of it.
did
It was
too.
like-
I was like, wow, I got attacked by one actually, like legit, like close to me, not like, you know, Captain Escape outside and was acting crazy. Hit me multiple times. My dad even confirmed like it was such a fast blur. I don't really remember a lot of it, but she actually threw her cell phone and hit me in the head with it. So
Well, that's not
I
good.
was unaware of that. So I mean, it was just so fast. But yeah, twice. I don't think it really happened because I'm not in that type of area to deal with drug addicts at that level. I mean, especially crack. Like I said, most of my friends are potheads. Some cocaine. Yeah, a lot of girls do coke that I know. But they're younger, and it's like a club party thing, and it's not all the time. It's like they're once a week when the kids are like gone or something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying, like, I mean, to such a level of like a true hardcore crack addict who's homeless and in and out of the system.
And you picked her right out.
Yeah, well, I didn't know. She seemed really nice, actually.
Actually, she did. And then I
And
didn't
she
know.
looked nice and wholesome.
I
And then
know-
even Ron, when he was freaking out and saying, like, it wasn't my fault, I would never do that to you, he was like, you know, he's like, I just don't mention your name again. I just thought you guys could be friends and normal. And I was like, I thought so too.
Yeah.
You know, but who knows?
Well, that's what drugs does. You know,
Yeah.
it turns people. She could have very well been your friend that night.
And then she took the drugs that
Yeah.
she found in my house and then just totally changed.
Went back to the person we wouldn't like.
Because I only pulled out a bottle of wine and it was like a cheap, like hardly anything
Wine?
girly wine. And it was split between 2 girls. So it was like a small bottle. So I'm talking about like a glass and a half. So there's no way I was that inebriated off of a glass and a half of wine that she tried saying. They're like, oh, she smells like brewery and all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm not even intoxicated. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was obnoxious. And she did bring me the wine, so the wine might have actually had something slipped in it,
Yeah.
and that might be why I slept
She
so
could have
soundly
slipped you something,
while I
yep.
was getting robbed, and I didn't catch it happening. Where she went through everything. So
You thought you got slipped somewhere else too, didn't you, recently, or what?
no.
No?
No, I mean, I think she just did it so she could steal and I'd be knocked out like a light. Not like even roofied, really just. I mean, she could have easily just threw part of one of my sleeping pills into my drink
Yeah.
and
Oh,
threw
yeah.
it in with the wine. And then,
put you
know.
really out so that way.
And I was already
I mean,
tired.
you're taking bags of stuff outside.
I'm not
and
sure
you're not
'cause my
waking up.
Klonopins
What
were
about your
missing.
guard dogs? What is with the
It's
guard dogs? How come they didn't
Useless.
bark or something?
I don't know. He just laid in bed and did nothing, and then was released out into the street like an idiot. But yeah, he was really useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind
Who
of
went under the car? Booker? The
Booker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause,
he's
you
a
know.
cute dude. Cute one, though.
He's my cuddle bug.
Yeah.
I mean, he like my dog is a Westie. He's a rescue. The dancer friend I got it for, Kendall, is in Erie, Pennsylvania partner. She's drop dead gorgeous, so go say hi if she's down there. She couldn't handle Booker because he's a brat and she couldn't train him right. And he was, I guess, destroying the house, bad separation anxiety, and quite a terrorist. So she didn't tell me that was a problem, and she told me he was well trained. So I saw his picture, and he was so cute. And he's like, 2 years old, and he's a purebred. And I was so excited to get him, thinking that she just didn't handle, like, didn't know how to train him right. Whoa, no, this was a monster. He's doing a lot better now, but there's been intense training, and it's been quite the challenge with this little guy.
He's eating stuff in your house too, right? He's destroying
doors, a lot of collectibles. He knocked off the top of a tub and got in there and just chewed up My Little Ponies and ate through the box, and gosh, like, destroyed all his eBay stuff. And then I got robbed, and it's been a very negative 2019 start, but it hasn't been, because there's been a lot of moves with the bridge. I'm great. The radio shoji's growing. Make sure you subscribe to us. We have a lot of people, and they're listening, and you guys are listening, and thank you so much. We get emails daily, especially on the Beyond the Pole Facebook page. There's 2, Beyond the Pole Radio and Beyond the Pole. One was the original one. It got taken down. We got it back. And then we started a new one, which seemed to start having a different growth, so I kept both of them. And eventually it'll be Beyond the Pole Live, which will be like TV and radio and like events and stuff. It won't just be narrowed down to radio. But I'm really excited, and if you subscribe to us, we're Beyond the Pole with Katrina Lee on YouTube. So subscribe, and you can win a prize, and we'll give you a shout out for every subscriber that we see every week. We'll call out your subscriber name and say thank you for checking us out, and thanks for supporting us, and you can listen to yourself on it, and it'll be pretty cool. I'm excited. We have a lot of good listener base, and I'm an aggressive promoter. So I've been going to all different clubs and handing out cards and telling everyone about the show and to check it out on YouTube if they can't catch it. Because I understand it's late at night. It's a Thursday, and some people have to work in the morning. Or it's also a big drinking and bar night for a lot of people, especially in the adult industry. It's a good money night. I kind of hate the fact I have to do this on a Thursday, but eventually I can do it more podcast, I think, where it'll still be live and unscripted, but I'll be able just to have it clean and a little smoother cut and play it on the station that way, so I can do it during the week, and we can get more people to actually come on to the show of porn stars, or even more call-ins, a little smoother, just because Thursday is a night that everyone features. And almost all the dancers work, so it's a good Monday night. But we are going to cut into a song break and then start heading towards wrap up and the final descent. And hopefully my pizza shall be arriving.
Hi, I'm Evan Stone, Rochester Free Radio, WRFZ, the only place that rocks hard.
So I'm Katrina Lee, and you can find me at thekatrinalee.com. I'm adding a ton of new pictures. I took a lot today, and there's super sexy ones of nude that you can only get on my private site. I have to add on a ton of photos, which I 100% promise everyone who's been asking me that I will be doing this over the weekend, and literally some tonight, because I have them, and I've been waiting, and then between getting robbed and all this chaos and everything, I don't want to let down my avid friends who like to look at my images. A lot of cool artsy ones are going to be in the Rochester Erotics Art Festival, Reef, which is at the end of November, or the end of April. The photographer cutoff is literally on Friday, so everyone needs to get their work submitted so they are ready for it. There's judges. They have like weird takeovers. There's all different like hooks and toys and education on pretty much anything in the adult industry you could ever imagine. And it's really big in Buffalo, and Syracuse don't have anything like this. So it's kind of fascinating that Rochester has it. But, I mean, really, they were, back in the day, one of the third highest cities for watching pornography. So with a lot of Kodak and, I guess, videos, people appreciated the adult industry. I mean, you had Life Without Shame. That's probably actually what jacked up the porn watching
I was going to
level.
say, yes, definitely. It's what got me going.
Yeah, I mean, they were watching literally, like, I have them and I uploaded them. So you want to see vintage Life Without Shame videos, there's a YouTube channel, it's Life Without Shame Rochester, and you can watch these girls, like, make themselves into hot fudge sundaes, and it's really hot from the Mirage from back in the 90s. And, I mean, these women are, like, real women with, like, bodies and figures. So I look and I see the girls now at the clubs, I'm like, yeah, now I get why a lot of older guys aren't really drawn to that. It is kind of depressing. They're so, like, pencily thin or fake and all Botox maxed out. And I mean, what happened to having like curves? I mean, not even curves, but like hourglass, like Marilyn Monroe, Betty Page, like the pinup legends, like just drop dead gorgeous women. So I don't know. The light outside went off, so it was kind of strange. But we had a great show for the fact that it didn't go as planned. I had no notes. This is completely live and unscripted to all of our listeners. It wasn't one of my most favorite ones today, honestly, but I have a lot going on in my life that's been stressful. So I'm just trying to get my smile back on and get excited again. So we're getting there. I had a blast the other night with my girlfriend. And I have a lot of fun planned for this weekend. My friend's getting the baby pig, the baby goats, and I get to play with them. And I'm so excited. I love animals. I get to see the monkeys and meet Frank from Alchemy. And I would like to get to Pasta Villa in Rochester. They have amazing food. And I have a gift certificate for the cover room, so that should be good. But thank you for tuning in. We are on every Thursday, WRFZ LP Rochester, 106.3 RochesterFreeRadio.com. Beyond the Pole Radio with Katrina Lee. Beyond the Pole. Beyond the Pole on YouTube for our podcast. Subscribe. We'll mention your name and you can win a prize. Thank you.